What's going on, guys? It's Brandon. I'm back with another video, making a quick little one here. So what I did in this Ableton project is, if you see all these tracks, this is all just the original Ableton instruments from here, from Ableton Live 12 Suite, right? So besides the drum samples, see these DS? These are drum samples. Like if you drag them in, oops, I didn't even mean to do that. It's a hi-hat. Where's it at? Right here on 7. So you can literally like use that as like a little single sampler, which is really cool. So besides those, I don't have all those, which I can put on a machine. I have 14 channels of these synths. No effects on them yet, but then I have the drum sampler, electric, external instrument. There you have, sorry, let me actually do this real quick so I can see all these. Instrument right here. Instrument rack. You have meld, which is a synth. Operator, which is another synth. Then you have sampler, which is a sampler. Simpler, which is also a sampler. That's a little confusing, but I'll go over that in another video. Then you have tension right here. Another synth. Pop up within dialogue so you can see it. Over here we have the wavetable synth, which is kind of like their take on Serum. So pretty cool. And then we have, I think that's just audio filler. Yeah, so that's the instruments right there. So if I take this view down, this extra view, collapsible view, back here, I wanted to just show that I put all those in a project here, all of the way across, oops. All the way across here so I can see all the faders and sends. So these are all my synths and instruments that Ableton has essentially stock. And I can utilize all those. I can put drums on some of these that don't have anything loaded quite yet. But on these channels I can put drums. And then I can have basically a full-fledged instrument suite here with some effects all going out through stereo. So it's basically like having a giant synth, having a great instrument setup here. But obviously Ableton is a full-fledged DAW, and again, there's too much to go over in just one video. One of the features that I really like, so we go over, we know that Ableton has, unlike a lot of other DAWs, it has, this is what you see with most DAWs, Logic, most stuff, you see this, where it's like you're laying out the audio in a long time stretch. And you can open that up and go where you have to go. Here's, if I close the browser, it looks more, there you go, looks more like a DAW. You can close this little plugin window too. That's where all your tracks are going for each track, right? Simply put, what I really love about this new version of Ableton, these collapsible menus, it's always been really good at the UI being very high end. Now, if you click down here, this little button, it activates. It actually brings back your session view all in here, or your faders actually with your MIDI inouts and routes and stuff. So you can do all your monitoring changes and mixing kind of from this little platform right here, if you want to see less track and get back to mixing while you're watching the playback. So that's one of the really, really cool new features in Ableton Live 12. I really, really like that. So I just started experimenting with this pack, and I'm just starting to make some new sounds and everything. I got a lot going on in my Ableton session, but ultimately it's coming out really, really nice, and we're definitely getting somewhere with it. So I'm super excited to bring more videos breaking down way more content in Ableton Live. Making all kinds of music and everything, but I just wanted to go over this little setup that I have going here. And again, if you look down in my file browser, it's just the stock instruments all loaded into one session, so that way I can edit and start modifying, getting a whole soundscape going right here with all the instruments available in the stock. And that does, of course, not include any plugins and extra instruments beyond that. So just want to make this cool little video real quick to outline some stuff that I've been working on in Ableton Live. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.